Norwich making a half-time change after being second best for a lot of the first half. Grant Holt, their captain, comes on to replace Harry Kane. Holt's got a great record in the FA Cup. Scored 5 goals in 3 games in 1 season for Rochdale. He has 12 FA Cup goals in 16 FA Cup ties. A very good first half for Luton Town. 45 minutes away from taking Norwich City back to Kenilworth Road. Andre Gray might think they could be a step closer. So the captain on for the start of the second half, with Norwich aiming to do better than they did in the first 45 minutes. They came close to opening the scoring, but not quite close enough. Well, Norwich last lost to a non-league side in this competition back in 1956 when they lost to Bedford Town. Not too far away from Luton, is it? Shaw rising for the header, away by Garrido. And Luton Town would have been buoyed by that first 45 display. Created 1 or 2 opportunities, although Declan Rudd didn't have to make too many saves. Mark Tyler was the busiest of the 2 goalkeepers, but Norwich were by no means prolific. Lawless looking for Gray. Barnett away. Comes to Lawless again. Support comes in the shape of the captain, Henry. It's a decent delivery. Mendy arriving. Comes through towards Jake Howes. Taylor is arriving on the edge of the area. It's poked away by Fox. It's still alive with Luton. Lawless. Blocked by Garrido. Well, there doesn't look 85 places between them. Lawless. It's a decent cross. The header comes in from Howes, slightly misdirected. They'll be proud of them so far. Played very good football in the 3rd round against Wolves. They've matched Norwich this afternoon up until now. Holt with the flick. Here's Bennett. Holt's continued his run to the area. A little bit further wide. Can't keep that in. Left onto the substitutes bench for the start of the game. Called upon at the beginning of the second half. Chris Hughton knowing that his team need to improve and need to find a goal threat. Says he is on the search for another striker to add goals to the team. Holt himself is the top scorer so far this season. He only has 4 to his name. 4 goals at this stage of the season. It's not what he's used to. Mendy. Away by Barnett. Howson. Dispossessed by Smith. Here come Luton again. Lawless has made a run forward. Henry's on the ball. He produces the cross. Steered away by Bennett. Read it well. And Elliot Bennett goes to sprint on the far side. Holt needs to hold it up. Can't bring Bennett into play. Great. Goes for a shot from distance. Didn't trouble the goalkeeper too much. But a first real sighter for Andre Gray. Touch was good. It was on target. Andre Gray, who cost just £30,000 from Hinckley. Looks quite a wise investment. Might be worth a little bit more than that now. Here's Javier Garrido. Sermon. Fox finding Barnett. He's got Howson in the centre, and at the far post Grant Holt. He aims for Holt. Balls to Jackson. It was acrobatic, it was ambitious, and it was a little bit tame in the end. Grant Holt showing what he's all about. Towering header. It was a quick reaction from Simeon Jackson. Lawless. Smith. Here's Ronnie Henry, the captain. It's another decent delivery. It's another Ryan Bennett header. Jake Howes has worked so tirelessly over on that left-hand side for Luton. He's been penalised for the challenge on Elliot Bennett. But he's gone up and down and supported Greg Taylor, the left fullback, throughout the course of the afternoon. Elliot Bennett himself has struggled a little bit to get any joy. As have most of the Norwich strikers and forward players. Simeon Jackson again losing out to a hopeful ball up to him. And the Luton fans are still in fine voice. Semi-finalists in 1985, 1988 and 1994. And any sort of spell in the limelight for a good reason has been some time ago. Here's Kovac. Lawless from Rowe Turner's clearance, looking for Gray, wins that ahead of Garrido. Shaw ends up being beaten by Bennett. Grant Holt is a little bit too physical on the Bulgarian centre half. Pleads his innocence. Both went up. I think it was the arm that went over the shoulder which caused Grant Holt problems. The Norwich City captain. This could be a historic day for Luton Town, taking a Premier League side back to Kenilworth Road. Ronnie Henry with the delivery. It's a punt forward, but with no real direction, and comes straight back towards halfway. Fox. Howson being pursued. Gets away with it, but Luton Town, to their credit, have been pressing high up the pitch from minute one, ratting in and around the ankles of the Norwich midfielders, causing problems, never giving them time to settle on the ball. Bennett. Garrido. Garrido and Bennett combining again. It's Jackson. Morrison. Martin finding Elliot Bennett. Bursts forward. Greg Taylor again stands in his way. Still Bennett tries to squeeze it through. Wins a corner. Tried to wriggle free from Greg Taylor's grasp. It was only the third corner of the game. Bennett and Barnett are arriving. They caused problems from the last corner kick of the first half. Luton will have to be alert here. 5 yellow shirts in the area. One of them is Holt. It's away by Kovac. And then Howson is stopped by Andre Gray from getting the ball back into a dangerous area. Squeezes out to Fox. Luton defending right from the very front. Howson. Sermon on the spin. Back out to Fox and then Holt, who's being pursued by Kovac. Sermon's cross, Barnett's still there. Just a little bit too high for him. And Mark Tyler is there ahead of the big defender. Fox finding Russell Martin, sticks on the afterburners, cuts back infield. Sermon, Jackson showing for it. Here's Simeon Jackson, Holt at the far post, stopped by Tyler. Great chance for Norwich, thwarted by the boy who used to support them. Here's Sermon, Jackson, and away by Jake Howes. Well, that's a good opportunity for Grant Holt, and he knows it. Sermon plays the ball into Jackson. It's a decent delivery. Holt's header is a good one. The save is superb. Well, Mark Tyler was the saviour in round 3. He may well be Luton's saviour again. In front of the end where he used to support Norwich City as a boy, he makes a very good save. Well, he's made a difference since coming on as a half-time substitute, Grant Holt, but not the difference for Chris Hughton.